Welcome back. It's a rainy Saturday morning here in rural Retreat, Virginia. We're in the library, or part of the library here at the Hotel Orloff. It is, I believe, May the 30th, 2026, which means that we're just a month and a few days away from the 250th birthday of the United States. It's been 50 years since the summer of 1976. Hard to believe, the summer of 1976, the summer of Logan's Run, and that's mainly what I remember. And also moving across the country. That was into a newer house. So that was 50 years ago. Incredible. I'm looking for a book this morning. It's about a little after 7. I promised that I would find this book. And Jeff, I was talking to him on the phone the other night. Jeff, who's a good friend of the show. He's an amazing friend of the show. I was telling him I have a book that has reproductions of every instruction sheet from all the Aurora model kits, at least the ones about monsters and superheroes, those kind of. So it may not even be in this part of the library, okay? Over here, these are all comic-oriented books. I can see that. It could be over here, possibly. Let's take a look. Mythology. I need to organize this stuff better. I'm still recovering from a move from 4 years ago. Let's see. That's a book on Marie Severin. The Psychotronic Encyclopedia film, Michael Weldon. Okay. Dr. Seuss, National Lampoon, Esquire. I think I might be fine. No. If it's not here, then it's going to be upstairs. I'll find it. I will find it. Oh, man. Let's see. Flash Gordon. Oh. I found it. Amazing. That was actually pretty fortunate. Today I've got several things planned. One, I'm going to clean off the tops of these pinball machines. That's definitely something that's going to be done today. Well, these are books, I believe, from the 90s, or wait, I need to get my reading glasses. Let's go get those. All right, I've got reading glasses from dollar stores all over the place because all my life I've been able to see close. I've always been nearsighted, been able to see close and distance. I would put on glasses, and now it's the complete opposite. Now I have to, because of my cataract surgery, I can see fine in the distance, and just a hassle. Okay, the Aurora History and Price Guide. This is a pre-internet book. I know that much. $14.95 was a lot of money back then. Let's see. The year. Where's the year on this? Wow, really? You don't give years in your books? There's really not a year in this. I would say this is Yeah, these kits are going to be redone soon. These prehistoric kits. I still have the base to the Cro-Magnon woman, and she has this two-headed snake threatening her, and the Cro-Magnon man. I found, I think, all the pieces to the cave, but I don't know how to put them together, which is why I need that instruction sheet. Hopefully that's in there. This is what we were talking about on the phone the other night, Jeff. This is the Dracula Aurora, the smaller scale kit that was scale 1/12, 1/12, and this Jekyll and Hyde was also. They were from 1975, and the monster scene kits. Let's see where they are in here. They're from 1970, and they're 1/13th, so they're a little bit different scale. There's the Vampirella kit. But they still called them monsters. Wait a second. There was a Dracula that came out 1/13th scale with the monster scenes. You are absolutely right, Jeff. And there was a Jekyll and Hyde that came out in 71. Are they the same kit, just shrunken? Let me see. Let me look at the 75 kit. Okay. Well, that's what the kit looked like that went with the monster scenes. And it's a different sculpt, but very similar. And the Jekyll and Hyde are different too. Huh. So that means that Aurora really had 3 Dracula kits and 3 Jekyll and Hyde kits over the years. This is the book I was telling you about, Jeff, though. It's a collection of classic instruction sheets. Maybe this one has a date in it. This is something you'd probably have to find on eBay. 1992, yeah, pre-internet. I mean, the internet existed, but see it, but not for normal people. I don't know if it has the monster scenes. I think this is just the 60s, the classic 60s kits. This is not going to have monster scenes from 1970 or 75. The 75 kits were called Monsters of the Movies. This is not going to have, oh, look at that. That's from the original, that's customizing the monsters. Look at that. That was in the monster customizing kit. Look at that. Willie Jones, born 1804, died 1850. That'd be terrible if a kid named Willie Jones got this kit of accessories for his kit and he sees his own. So the artwork's so amazing. The Vicious Vulture. Okay, these are all the 60s kits, man. From 1992 by Gordon Dutt. Although, I mean, Gordon Dutt, but it's just reproductions of the model. It's not like he reproduced all the instructions, but he didn't. There's no articles in here, nothing written. Okay, well, so that doesn't help me putting that cave together, but I could maybe, just by looking at photographs on the internet, figure that out. Hold on a second. There is a book about the Aurora monster scenes kits from 1970, but it's been out of print. It sells for either from $150 to $300. I know where there's one for sale if it's still there for about $160, but that's my budget. But you know, sometimes you just got to act when things come out. Now these monster scene kits have been reproduced, and Jeff, as a present, just we were talking on the phone the other night. You know, I say he's a good friend and a good friend of the show, and I mean, what he's doing is he's about to go to the Monster Scenes convention in Pittsburgh, which is in about a week and a half, I think. And he was wanting to make a postcard promoting this show. So I That's so because he thinks I should be up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not sure there are 1,000 people in the world that are interested in the stuff I collect or what I care about, or there must be. But there must be. But anyway, he's wanting to help out, and he sent me the Dr. Deadly model kit, and I got it yesterday. And it's a reproduction. They're currently in production right now. So this is a time when you don't want to continue to snooze because you will lose. So now I've got the Frankenstein reproduction, the Pain Parlor, and now Dr. Deadly is in this fragile box. So then the only other one that's out right now is Gruesome Goodies. They released 4 of them, and then the next wave they'll have the Victim, I think the Pendulum, Vampirella, and something else. I don't know. Yeah, he sent me this as a gift. I'm going to start building these. I know where all my paint is. I've got to get some primer. And then, there it is. This is from Amazon. But it's fine, it doesn't look damaged. I can't believe Amazon put fragile on the package. Usually they just throw things. They didn't put any. This is definitely not like the packaging you get from Gotham City Comics, where it's just in the box like that. But it looks like it's fine. How amazing. Let me put on my atomic glasses. Dr. Deadly. How do I stop that glow? Oh, take the shrink wrap out? Shrink wrap? I'll take the shrink wrap off. I'll hold it at a slight angle. There you go. Very complicated. See that? So, the shrink wrap is hard to remove because I don't want to damage the box. Starving. I don't feel like getting the car out of the garage. The supermarket is less than a football field away from me. I mean, it's really about equivalent of walking up to the attic. But it's raining really hard right now, so when it's supposed to stop at 9, I'll walk up there and get some breakfast. And I need some more dog food also. For the dog, not for me. Here we go. Now I can just put these model kits together without glue, but later I'll put them together with glue. But these were meant to be snapped together, and okay, now we can see it without. Now the Dr. Deadly, you'll see, is a very small kit. I'll put it up next to the classic model kits, and you'll see the size difference. There's a little seal here that you can peel off. Now these kits were reproduced one time before, about maybe 15 years ago, and those reproductions are expensive now, so you can get these kits that are now in production from Amazon for about $20. Kevin can't get them from his distributor. He's actually getting them from Jeff. Jeff is got an extra set and a couple that he ordered them in quantity and got a discount, and then kept the set for himself, one for Kevin, and then he had 2 extra, which I bought from Kevin. the Frankenstein in the pain parlor. And then anyway, he says next time the next wave he's going to get 3 sets, so I'll be able to. I'll have all of them. Childhood 5-year-old in me will be happy. All right, so it opens like this. Okay, and he's in light green, the same color as the walls in this room. My wife wants to repaint this room. I thought, but it's like the color of Frankenstein in here. She wants to maybe color it, paint it red, and get rid of these gold ceilings. The previous owner of this place wanted to turn it into a dance hall, and that's why he put in these reflective gold ceilings. My wife wants to get those antique tin ceilings that very ornate. What are you doing now? That's why I've got to clear up these. Before I could put stuff on the pinball machines because I knew it was safe, but now it isn't safe. The cats jump up there. So this is the kit. There's his face. Okay, this is a pretty easy kit to build, man. The front and back of his body. Is that what he stands on? It can't be. Arms. Another set of arms. His head. He's got an exposed brain. And another set of arms. If you grew up in Dallas, Fort Worth, you know this El Phoenix theme. See, they fit together. Amazing, huh? All right, one arm done.
What's that bottle revelation? Bigger than king size. It's the new soft drink sensation. Bigger than king size. With a kiss of lemon and a kiss of lime. Bubble up anytime.
Buy a carton of Bubble Up and get a carton of Coca-Cola free.
These are very tiny pieces, so it will require a lot of magnifying power to paint them. And look at that head. It's like separated at birth. Look at that. He looks a lot like me. Actually, he looks a lot like Cousin Erie a little bit. No, not really. He looks a little bit. That makes no sense, does it? He doesn't really look anything like Cousin Erie. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, the body can go together. Let's try this arm. The problem is, what arms do you use? The challenge is, I guess you paint them and you don't actually glue them together, and that way you can change the arms. Or you have to get 2 Dr. Deadlies and glue them together the way you want. Because the way they've designed this is for it to be a toy where the arms move, but that's What the freaking heck? Oh no, he's up on top of the pinball machines. Oh, what a world, what a world. He looks like he would be glow in the dark. Where's the other? This is, must be his, oh, I guess I should look at the directions. So. Wrong arm. What? Yeah, it's the wrong arm. How many sets? Oh, okay. Yeah, these are... That can't be. That's the wrong... Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I see. All right. This is going to require some sanding and everything. It's, oh my gosh. Is this really the... No, that's wrong. Wow. Okay, here we go. Well, later we'll clean off the top of the pinball machines and see what's up there. And then we'll, maybe we'll have time to do a radio show. Oh, we don't have to get the legs because the legs are part of the body. And that's already... And maybe I should.
We're all here at North Star at the mall here at North Star. We're all here at North Star.
Another arm. I'll put that in the box.
Here in San Antonio. Grottu Orloff built.
This is the instruction sheet drawn by Neil Adams. It's got a comic strip. That was the way it was in the original 1970 kit. This is at the height of Neil Adams' popularity. They got him, which was a smart move. Oh, the mask is put on over him for his surgery, see, but that's too COVID-like. I don't think, I don't want to cover up his hideous face. Why would I put a mask over him? This guy performed surgery without the mask. Okay, there he is. There's the cook at El Phoenix that makes sure the head doesn't stay on too good. That'll require some glue. Or is there a... Well, I needed some primer, and I think this is so he could carry the victim. The other arms are... I love the El Phoenix commercial so much that I've created these new versions of the El Phoenix theme on Suno.com. And that North Star Mall commercial, that's a mall that was there when I was a kid in San Antonio, and it's still there. And I remember there was a really great commercial. It was like Sunshine Pop. You know, we're all here at North Star, at the mall here at North Star. We're all here at North Star, at the North Star. That was from about 1974 on the TV constantly. So I thought, well, I'll take that and I'll try to get Suno to recreate the North Star Mall 1970s sound, but
Frankenstein and vampirist and guard at the gate. I hear the chain rattle and I like the way, but I don't want to escape.
here's another arm. I'll have to determine which arms are best.
I'm naked in the dungeon of horror. Stone floors.
Well, that's probably the quickest model kit I've ever built. The next thing will be to paint, and usually people like to paint a lot of blood all over his... God damn, what is the cat doing? Excuse my language. I think the cat knocked the whole cat tree over, it sounded like. They're like out of their mind this morning, filled with, maybe it's a full moon. These are the other two arms for Dr. Deadly. And this is his mask that I don't know how you apply the mask. I don't know. I'm not going to use the mask. There's another arm. There's three. I've got two arms on him. Wait, is that arm wrong? Let's see, if I hold my hands out. Yeah, his thumbs are in the right place, so those arms are on correctly. But then there's three other arms, you know, for holding the girl or for maybe having a test tube, Alzheimer's, in his hand. I shouldn't joke about that because a friend of mine's in that condition. He's only 2 years older than me. Oh shit. But anyway, it's all good. Dr. Deadly. Amazing. So
Crap! I messed up the turntable. Grottu is going to be angry. On KLIF radio shit fuck piss.
there we go. Dr. Deadly, the incredible Dr. Deadly model kit. The original goes for God knows how much on eBay. And you can see there, he's got a cut in his forehead, and part of his brain is exposed. Where is that? I thought there was a bigger part of his brain. Oh, the cat's biting me. Yeah, that's his brain exposed there. Let's see if the rain has stopped. Okay, I see. You can have his head like that. That's why it's like a bow tie hole. Or you can have his head tilt either way. You know, so you can, if you try hard enough to distance yourself from the modern popular culture, you can live in your own little bubble, your own little pleasure dome. So I've created my own radio station with my own music where, you know, girl bands from the 60s sing about how they're in love with Boris Karloff. That's the way the world should be. And so that's what I do here. Let's see how much Dr. Deadly matches the wall paint that the previous owner painted this room. too much shadow. Kind of matches, doesn't he? Well, all the kits aren't in this color. Well, maybe the Frankenstein's molded in this. I haven't taken him out of the box yet.
If love is a great
What? Yeah, I got a lot of sanding to do to make this really perfect.
I woke up in the cage with a grin. Scratch marks on the glass, let me in.
So I'm not gonna be able to keep the head on.
Banana peel slip on the floor.
Where,
You want a king?
then it's gonna become a
I
cat
want more, they
toy.
told me. Stay low, keep still.
All right, we'll get that finished. All I gotta do is get some primer. Let's see if the rain stopped, and I'll go get some breakfast. Oh, I see. The cat knocked this chair over. Yeah, it's still raining, man. I don't want to walk in the rain. Okay, let's get Frankenstein open and build him. 8:15. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I've got to stop the music. And I've got to start recording important things. I've been playing around with VHS tape a lot in the last few days. Transferring some VHS tape. Found some interesting movies and things that surprisingly those VHS tapes have held up very well. Okay, so okay, right now they've got Cool McCool playing, and shoot, oh man, I missed. I've got the whole series of Cool McCool on disc downstairs. What am I complaining about? It's just I missed recording a monster episode. Let's see, here's Frankenstein. And this is also something you can get from Amazon, this reproduction of the 1970 Frankenstein. Now, the real Frankenstein kit, is this scale here. See, that one there, that was built and painted by Joe Riley. Joe Riley of the Hypnotic Eye fame. And so he's dry brushed it. He's even painted blood on his shirt. He's got everything done just masterfully. This was I painted this one. This is the Marx one. So you can see that the Frankenstein kit is of a smaller scale than the original 1961 Frankenstein. So why did they go with a smaller scale? I can only imagine it was to save plastic. Although in 1970, we didn't really have the oil crisis yet. That happened a few years later where people, I better plug this phone in. We barely had any power when I started, so let's plug you guys in. I'll do it this way. Hold on. Maybe I'll drink some water too. Sometimes that'll fill you up. I've been trying to lose weight over the last week, and now I weighed myself, and I'm exactly the same as I was 249 when I started. So I've got to get more serious about this.
until the time set on the dial. Then it becomes automatic.
Okay.
I still don't think it's perfect. Danger is my business. We designed this gun just for you, McCool. Now, when anybody disarms you, it's an asset. You're on guard duty today. Protect these files with your life. Aye, aye, sir.
So I got to put these boxes somewhere where they'll be safe because of the nice artwork and everything.
Now to see McCool's headquarters. We take all of their files and records, and we'll never have to worry about being caught by them again.
$1 million. What a gas.
Stop it. I'm on guard duty.
Get me, Cool McCool, you dashing fool! I love you!
I told you not to use the love gas till I gave the word.
But darling, I haven't. She honestly loves him.
Dr. Madcap and Greta
Now
Green.
this Dr. Deadly is the same scale as the Vampirella kit. I've had the Vampirella kit for years. That I bought it from eBay. Somebody built it up. So I have an original 1970 Vampirella built by someone else. I'm going to get the new Vampirella when it comes out. I don't know where the bat goes, but I don't have all the sets of arms for her. And where is it? Oh, it's way in the back there. Let me pull her out because she's going to be part of the scale set. She's okay. She's much smaller in scale than Dr. Deadly, but then I guess that makes sense because she's a girl. Hold on a second. Let's move you guys up a bit. Okay. So, Dr. Deadly, Vampirella. Okay. So that's she's, and then Dr. Deadly is a hunchback. His head goes like that. See? So they're in scale. I'll just leave Dr. Deadly there. And then to recreate the original 1970, the way it looked if you went into a hobby store and they had all the kits built up and painted by the master craftsmen at Aurora to entice the kids to buy them. This was in the background behind them. And but it was it had a cardboard base too. This is a reproduction of that that I got, from somebody. And it would behoove you to take care of your uvula. It would be wise if you would find a reproduction of this, or no, I mean it would be wise if this company Dynacom or whatever would. Of course, they can't use the Aurora name. Man, I could probably make a color copy of this for you. You're supposed to fold it. It's supposed to be folded, and then this is a display for the background, right behind the kits. So Dr. Deadly, you can look up what these look like online. Just type in monster scenes. See, he'd be about right here at the bottom of the stairs, and then you'd have all the equipment around. Aurora, make the monster scene. With our Fearsome 5 and their fun-filled Fright Factory action figure play set, no cement required, rated X for excitement. So you'd have him here, and then the slab and Frankenstein, Vampirella, whatever. The hanging cage would be about right here. That's the way it was when I saw it when I was 5 in Dick's Hobby Shop in San Antonio. And there was blood painted everywhere, and it was so gruesome and wonderful to my 5-year-old mind that so now I can recreate that. 50 something years later. Okay, Drew is wondering what this Frankenstein kid is. I'll show you, Drew. It's not dog food, which I'll get in a moment. All right. All right, masterful camera work as usual here on the Grottu Orloff Inspirational Network. But it's better than those turntables, KLIF, where the music keeps stopping mid. And I've got Donald Trump comes in as my producer. He tries to do the technical end, but there's always these snafus. See, there's a hanging cage. There's a girl that you can get. And there's Dr. Deadly, who looks a lot thinner in this painting. They painted him to be a lot more svelte. In reality, he's got more my physique. Hunchbacked and fat. And this company is called Dencom. Probably was started by someone named Dennis, wouldn't you think that? So I don't have any idea what that means. Over the years, different companies have done reproductions of Aurora kits. Polaris, and there was Mobius, I think, and there was Monogram for a while, was doing the classic 60s monster kits. There's always been a demand from old monster kit kids that remember these things. I've seen some of these fountains and in the water, the pools there in Washington, D.C. Trump's talking about how they were just swamp water in front of the Washington Monument and different fountains there. And I've seen how it's like looks crystal clear, like you could drink from them. Regardless of what you think, he's doing a really good job of making Washington, D.C. look nice, like really nice. And as it had become a place that you just didn't want to visit, it was dangerous and ugly. There's a lot of people complaining, well, the ballroom, I think, will be really cool. I know it will be cool. The Oval Office, he's made everything gold. At first glance, I don't know, it does look a little... I'm used to everything being white. It looks a little tacky at first to me, but maybe that's how all the other countries have their presidents and kings and leaders, premiers or whatever, with all kinds of gold. So I don't know. It's all right. At least it's not fake gold. And then they've got the presidential portraits, and then where it comes for Biden's in the order, Trump's got a picture of a pen, an auto pen. But right now there's a lot of people complaining because there's a big giant dome. It's temporary, but a big giant dome being built in the backyard of the White House. It looks like something from an amusement park. It's being built so there can be an Ultimate Fighting Championship on July 4th in about a month. That's got to be free. You can't charge on July 4th something coming from the White House. But that Ultimate Fighting Championship stuff. Okay, so the Frankenstein's in more beige. I don't know, just mayonnaise colored. The smaller a kid is, you got to really get in there with your brush. You got to have good vision. Let's see. Oh, I better start this recording. Where's my device? Shit. Hold on a second.
television network.
For parking my Corvette. Matchbox Garage, best food yet.
Okay. This looks pretty simple to build as well.
Matchbox Garage. There's so much to do at the Matchbox Garage. I'll never get bored with my Model A4.
In the old, in the DC Comics, they would have the full-page ads for this line of kits, and they'd show Shit! What the hell's going on? Oh, the cat's jumping up in the lighting way up there. You see that? Yeah, 1/13 scale. Bring her here and put her down, Frankenstein, and Vampirella's helping out. She's got the pendulum ready. Thanks for nothing, Frankenstein. Why was I brought here, Doctor? Later, my dear, later. Right now I have a very special surprise for you. And then she's put in a cage. What's this? A device of my own creation, my lovely victim. It's used to keep my friends out of trouble. I call it the hanging cage. And then he lets her out. So he just had her in the hanging cage to keep her out of trouble, so she wouldn't get hurt. Whoops. Why, Doctor? What are all these gruesome goodies? They look so mysterious and yucky. I've got to get out of here. Now, the way they're presenting it, like she's there with friends. In the Aurora ad in DC Comics, it was like Vampirella was... Frankenstein had this girl in his arms, and he's saying, "We'll take her back to the lab." And he says, "It's New York." And Vampirella's saying, "It's New York City. No one will listen to her screams." And they take her back, and it's a far more evil. And then she's saying, "That's just mad scientist lab equipment. But here's something more for you. My table. It's being occupied by a skeleton." Oh, don't mind. Oh, then the skeleton says, "I don't mind me, little victim. I'm Doc Deadly's first patient. I just sort of hang around the pain parlor. I was only resting on the table after dinner. I think I got a bone in my throat." That's enough wisecracking, Skinny. This victim, a lady, wishes to see my table without a bag of bones like you cluttering it up. Psst. "Come on over here," says Vampirella. There, you need a rest. You've had a hard day. Lie down. I have a very special couch ready for you. Oh, and then at the bottom it says Vampirella Dynamite Entertainment, because Dynamite has bought Vampirella. I have an original instruction sheet that came with my Vampirella. It probably said Warren Publications there, who owned her then. And she says, "Couch that looks like a yeek." Snick. I love to run through. Oh, it's that little rabbit. I love to run through Vampirella's pendulum. And Snick is, of course, the sound effect that would later become famous for Wolverine's claws coming out. "Get away from me. You're all crazy. What's the matter with you? What do you want from me? We just want you to love us." So it's just all a friendly torture chamber. They're trying to create your own stories. With Dincom, of course, your own stories would not be probably friendly. Okay, so the Frankenstein. Oh man. Here's the Frankenstein instructions, which are not in that book. I should have remembered that book with the instructions was only the 1960s kits. Okay, so let's build Frankenstein.
blown to smithereens. Oh, good. I've got relatives there. Don't think. Yes, Karate? When the wishbone breaks apart, don't forget...
Okay, here's Frankenstein. Looks a little like Ronnie Dawson. With, you know who Ronnie Dawson is? The blonde bomber. Ronnie Dawson was a great rockabilly musician out of Dallas. Did a song called Rockin' Bones that the Cramps covered. Oh, there's great news about the Cramps. You know, they've just been completely a non-entity since Lex Interior, the lead singer, died, and Poison Ivy, the only really surviving member of the original, well, that's not true. The original lineup of the band, Miriam Leno was the original drummer. But as far as the classic lineup of Lex Interior, Poison Ivy, Nick Knox, and Brian Gregory. Nick Knox, Brian Gregory gone, Lex Interior gone. It's just Poison Ivy. And some people are saying that she was living like in a Buddhist or a ashram or something, that she'd given up music or something. But anyway, apparently, what's his face? Henry Rollins and Ian McDermott or whatever, some other punk rock musician, have banded together with Poison Ivy, with a friend of mine named Larry Hardy, and they're restarting Vengeance Records, and they're putting out an album where they've gone back and remastered some of the original recordings of the Cramps from like 1976. Different versions of songs that wound up on the records, and they're remastering them personally, and so that album will be coming out. So that'll be the first new unreleased Cramps stuff in quite a while. So it's something that happened this week. Some of you care. I know Captain Strangeliffe discovered the Cramps. He recognizes their... Okay, so I'm not fully putting these together yet, but these are his legs. Whoa. He's got two sets of legs. One is standing and one is walking. I hate to say it, but you know what I'm going to say. If you're a real completist, you're really going to need two sets of these kits. I mean, if you're going to do that, you better do it now while they're still before these ones start going up in value. These kits don't really look that amazing, really, by themselves. But when they're all together and they're all painted just right, it's an amazing sight. I mean, obviously, you know, if you have to have one Frankenstein kit, you want to get the original one from the 60s, but this is okay. It's hard to see the detail until I've got to put a gray primer on it, or a black primer. Probably a gray primer is what I always did. And then you paint from there. But you can't really see much detail as it is now. But there is detail there. It's just not the same sculptor that did the... Now look at this. The base has a little sticker that says 55th anniversary of these kits.
And you'll love playing with Matty, Sister Belle, and Casper. They'll be waiting to talk to you wherever toys are sold. You can tell.
And these are the sets of arms. I remember they made fun of the word swell in Superman the movie in 1978 because Clark Kent says swell and Lois Lane says swell? You are from Kansas. I've got to do a song on Suno.com about Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy. You ever heard that radio show? It's really cool. It was when they were first starting the idea for the Johnny Quest. Hanna-Barbera was going to do a Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy cartoon on TV, and then they decided at the last minute to change it to Johnny Quest. So Jack Armstrong was kind of like Johnny Quest on the radio, and totally forgotten character now, but sponsored by Wheaties, I remember.
You're under arrest, Chief.
I believe that's the case.
As mayor of this fair city, I call this a political plot to
Little Orphan Annie was Ovaltine, of course.
I won't stand for crooks in my administration. Mr. Mayor, you crook, you're under arrest too. What have you got to say for yourselves? Help! Backing! Help! Karate! The battle act!
What did the 1966 Batman TV series, how it changed Saturday morning and children's television? So many superhero shows. This is Batfink, which, of course, there was also Ratfink, but it was part of popular culture with the Hot Rodders. And this is Batfink, and he's got his assistant karate. So that puts it. This probably is influenced. It's influenced by Batman, but also by the Green Hornet in that sense, because they got a Green Hornet. Came along not very long after Batman. Okay.
Remember my slogan, a vote for Hugo is a vote for Hugo. I thank you. Hold it, Hugo. We're not here to listen.
That sounds like some of those.
No, we know you robbed the bank and then planted the hard money on the chief and the mayor. But you can't prove it.
Some of those slogans like "Yes, we can,"
The money bag itself is my
or what was Obama's slogan? It was just like, "We can do it." You know, a vote for Hugo is a vote for Hugo. Just some simple-minded, not eloquent like John F. Kennedy or something like that. And in the final analysis, it looks like we got this kit built.
A ballot box, Karate. He's probably going to stuff it with phony votes to try and win the election. I've already done that. This ballot box.
They say the Simpsons predicted the future. What about Batfink? Watching throwback television. Okay, so these arms look like they're to be put forward, like Frankenstein's walking with his arms extended. And these appear to be the arms to carry the victim. Okay. And okay, so I'm going to put the extended arms for right now. I hope I don't get addicted and have to buy 2 sets of kits to have the 2 different poses. That would be a terrible, terrible thing. Shiza. I learned from my older brothers when we lived in Germany that Shiza meant the S word. But I only heard that from my brothers until I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark and one of the Germans in that wonderful scene where Indiana Jones is riding on top of that truck, right out of the old movie serials. One of the guys said, I think he was about some, he was like, Shiza!
It's Hugo Ogogo, the mad scientist. Why is he dressed as an Indian? Because I don't look good as a cowboy.
Oh, good. Drew's eating that dry food that I thought she wouldn't eat. Okay, so. Oh, this This is insanely easy to build. We got it, man. He looks like, yeah, you can't see any detail at all on him. Oh, this base only works with the other legs. The base is for when he's carrying the girl. See, they have the footprints. When he he should be able to just stand like this. And then, so the carrying, the walking, and these two arms bit are for carrying the victim, which I think in Canada they called him on the box. They called her on the box Dr. Deadly's daughter, because it really was insane that they made torture chamber kits and they made a model called the victim. I mean, if you honestly, but that's the kind of stuff that we love, is because someone made it, and you just wonder, what were they thinking? Just the pre-code horror stuff, and it's like, it's just, it makes you laugh that they were selling this stuff and thinking, I don't know. Okay, well, 2 kits built. There's Frankenstein.
No thanks. We don't smoke.
We don't smoke in Muskogee. We don't get our kicks from... Well, oh yeah, he can do karate. Whoa, he can do karate chops. But still, he can move. Oh, you can move his arms down too. He can stand like this, or he can have them extended, or like maybe have one arm up. Let's see, like on the box here. Is that the right arm? No, I'm looking at the camera backwards. Hi, I'm from Mutual of Omaha. Shake your head. Rated X for excitement. That was unfortunate because, you know, in 1970, X was just another rating. They'd added to there was no rating system, and then they started GP, which later changed to PG, to parental guidance instead of guidance of parents. And then there was R, and then X was a more extreme version of an R, and that was used for Midnight Cowboy, which is an Academy Award-winning movie, and I think The Devils, the Ken Russell movie, and I think maybe Clockwork Orange might have been. I don't know. But it was, you know, prestigious movies had that X rating. But then the X rating very quickly became associated with movies that did not go through Hollywood, that didn't get rated by the MPAA. The adult industry took it over. And so then it's really unfortunate. Yeah, it's on all sides of it. Rated X for excitement. So anyway, so these kits weren't around for long. I really wish I could get that book about the history of this model kit line. It's just so expensive, you know. You can justify $60, $70 for a book. When it gets up to $200 for a book, you know, you expect to be getting something from the 1700s, some historic book. I don't know, man. Let's see if the rain stopped. Sorry about the mess here. I've been really doing spring clean, because it is still spring. It's not technically summer yet, so I can still do spring cleaning. Oh.
one of the ideal Play Pal
The
families.
rain has stopped.
Starting at $12 is Johnny Play Pal, Susie Play Pal, and Penny Play Pal too. Meet Patty and all her Play Pal family at your favorite store.
Gosh, someone is signaling with a flashlight. And a whistle. And a clicker. He has a signal-rich flashlight. This plastic flashlight sends out red, green, or white beams of light. And here's the clicker and the whistle.
To get one, send 50 cents with a box top from Nabisco Wheat Honeys or Rice Honeys to Signal, Box 70.
Yeah, I can't believe I've got 3. No, now I have 4 of the Monster Seeds kits.
Once I'm eating Nabisco rice honeys,
And,
that's my favorite. The mom buys both. I
that's
eat wheat
incredible.
honeys one day and rice honeys the next.
Oh, no wonder. They're the only cereals flavored with pure natural
Gotta
honey.
put this
Get some today,
little
boys and girls, and get your Signal flashlight.
this little
Send
tag
50
on
cents
Drew.
with a
She
box
got her
to
shot
Signal, Box
the
70,
other day.
New York 46, New York. Remember, that's
Yeah,
Signal,
get that.
Box 70, New York 46, New York.
This childhood hamper, you know, these plastic hampers from the 70s, has model kit pieces in it. And it's got most of a saber-toothed tiger. I had all these kits back in the old days, in 1972. But that's the problem with these it was never glued together, so it just fell apart, and then I tried it. But I think I might have all the parts for a cave. But the question is, how does it go together? And I have to find a picture online to know.
You know the mad scientist. Surely he's not going to try and steal the Stradivarius. He can't be that mad.
I don't know, maybe like that. I mean, I can tell this is a floor piece. It looks like at some point I taped it together instead of gluing it. That's vintage tape from 1972. How about that? That's a collector's item. Another part of the base of the cave. Okay, I can see they go together like so. Okay, that mystery solved. Here's another part. Oh, okay, I'm seeing it. I got it. I think I may have the base now. This apparently has just been reproduced, or is about to be reproduced, by another company that's also doing Aurora kits. I don't know how this goes.
My radar is late.
Look out, Fat Frank.
Okay, hold on.
Radar turned into a snake.
What did it hiss, Fat Frank?
It hissed the villain's name, Karate. Hugo or Go-Go. You wait here, Karate.
No.
I'll search the laboratory.
The cat is not liking what I'm doing.
What's he look like?
Oh, he's about this wide.
This is a different color plastic. This must be the base for the saber-toothed tiger. There's this kind of thing.
Here, bury it. And bury it deep. After I get rid of that thing, I think I'll keep it. He's huge. I can't seem to find his devilish that makes the big like animal.
Here's the little saber-toothed tiger. I think someone's going to reproduce all these prehistoric kits. The Allosaurus kit, I think, was the inspiration for the green dinosaur in Toy Story. There's a fire. How often do you see a fire sculpted into a model kit? That is unusual. Although I think maybe the witch kit had that. That's just a big rock. I don't know where that goes. Maybe anywhere you want. I've got to find a built-up kit photographed online and see. Or maybe there's a video of someone building this. There's just some bones. In the walls, and then there's going to be a ceiling. Okay.
Let's go, Grottu. We're bringing him in. I'll be right with you, Patrick. As soon as I bury my phone.
See, this is the, I don't know how this base goes together. Question is, oh, that goes there. Mystery solved. I don't know. Is there another?
If my gold stinger works, I'll become the world's richest man. I'll be able to turn anything I touch to solid gold. I wonder if Alexander Graham Bell felt this
I don't know. I have no clue.
the Graham cracker.
Oh, that. Oh, it goes like that. I figured it out. There we go. That's the whole floor of the cave. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? And then from there, I would have to figure out how the walls and the ceiling of the cave go. And then, of course, you'd primer it, and that would be easy to paint. Painting rocks are easy. That's easy to do. Well, in a few minutes, the Marvel Superheroes cartoons start here on the Throwback channel, which they have absolutely no permission to show, which tells me this channel is completely unauthorized and bootleg, and that's why I want to record as much of it as I can, because this channel, I don't know how it exists, but it's wonderful that it exists, and I have a lot of these cartoons, if not most of them, on DVD. But there's something wonderful. You just have to be a certain age to know there's something wonderful about just having TV on and things run instead of streaming it. People say you can stream it whenever you want, but then it's not special. There's not like, I've got to wait till Saturday morning at 9 o'clock for the Marvel superheroes to come on. And Sunday morning at 9 o'clock is when the DC superheroes come on. And so what they'll do is they'll run like the Hulk or Captain America from the Submariner from the 60s. Cartoons, and then they'll run some Spider-Man episodes also, which I know they don't have permission for, and then after that, on Saturday morning they have the Saturday Superstar movie follows that. But I've got to go get breakfast and food for the animals. So this channel, you can get on the Roku. For a while, the channel was unstable. It would just keep failing. But now it's running fine. It's on. You can get the app on the Roku if you have a Roku, or you can just watch it right off the internet at Throwback Television. One second, gotta put my socks on. I should put together the pain parlor as well. And then I'd really have enough put that diorama together, just unpainted kit of figures in front of that backdrop. But I guess I'd have to drive to a major city to go to a Hobby Lobby or something to get some primer, or I guess I could order it from Amazon, suppose. Okay. Shoes. If I was a shoe, where would I be? What do you think, Drew? Drew, you want to go on a walk? Maybe we should walk Drew first.
Don't let them get away. I won't tolerate another defeat. Attack!
Get ready for non-stop giant robot action. They combine, they conquer. Force 5. Catch the excitement.
It was Drew's birthday.
Only on the Throwback Television Network.
Thursday. So, happy birthday, Drew. Uh-oh, look what I've dropped here. I have dropped this piece, which is, I think, the base for Dr. Deadly to stand on. That was a pretty stupid thing. But how did it get way over here? Probably a cat.
Throwback Television Network.
But we've got to clear those pinball machines before we can go down and do the radio show. This is not the actual original opening to the Super Mario. They had a really cool animated opening that they originally used for the opening to the Marvel, but no, you can see it on YouTube. This is one that someone recreated, but they actually had footage that was only used for the opening. This is for the opening credits. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, Drew, you're wanting to walk, right? I don't need sunglasses. Why would I need sunglasses? Come here, Drew. Where did I put that leash? Not here. Oh, here it is. Drew, you wanna go for a walk? Let's do that. Come on, I can't have this sound playing for long. We'll get in trouble with the Disney people that own these cartoons that won't let anyone see them. Okay, looks like the rain has stopped, Drew. We're safe. Come on, man. Time waits for no man. Time and tide waits for no man. Come on, Drew. We gotta go. Come on, Drew. Drew, it's okay. Come on, man. It's safe. I'm testing it. Look. Are you afraid of the chemtrails? Robert Kennedy's going to do something about the chemtrails, I understand. Drew! Drew, you don't want to go on a walk, huh? Well, maybe when I come back. Do you want to go or not? Now you look like you want to go. Okay, I'll put the leash back on. Come on, Drew. Let's go. Okay, now she's going. Oh. Okay. The Captain America cartoons from '66. Some of them were, well, they were all from Tales of Suspense, but Some of them were World War II action stories where he's fighting the Germans, and some of them were set in modern day, 1964, 65, whatever, 66, where he's with the Avengers. And some of them, he would have flashbacks to World War II. So there might be a couple of episodes that came from Avengers comics. You see that truck way over? Let me see. Where's my finger at? My finger is pointing to this truck. That's how far Ambrose the cat ran from the door here all the way across the street and under that truck where she had a fight with that little black cat that comes around the house. And then I had to run over there and get Ambrose, and Ambrose ran over there, and I carried Ambrose back into the house. As Ambrose snuck out when I opened the door, and the wind blew it kind of back, and that little cat was there, and I was hoping that all the cats would get together and become friends, and I could adopt that cat that's coming around here all the time, having to go through all this bad weather, and because it's probably see, look at these cats out. You see them? They're watching in the window. Okay. Well, the rain may have stopped for the day, but it's going to be a cloudy, gloomy day. This is much like the weather in Germany, the way I remember it from when I was a little kid. It was I remember sun, but I mainly remember gray skies. People say, you're not used to the snow around here, you're from Texas. Well, no, we got some pretty heavy snow in Texas, but I also lived in Germany. It's like, yeah. Okay. It's not raining, that water's coming down from the tree there. Drew, come on, let's go on an actual walk. She wants to go back in now. You didn't do your business, man. You gotta take care of business, man. Dog's got to do what a dog's got to do, man. Next weekend, the whole town's going to have garage sales. It's a big festival, so that might yield some entertaining viewing. And I think that might be the same day as the Monster Bash. And come on, Drew. Seriously. All right, Drew. We'll go back out later. Oh, I locked the door. Gotta have my wife give me a haircut. I look terrible. I'm just not presentable. I look disreputable. Now when you go in, then the little cat will sniff Drew. She's sniffing the outside, rubbing up against Drew. You're a hero. You went outside. You're my hero. I'll kiss, and I'll let me rub my butt on you. You're my hero. You actually went outside. Drew tolerates it. Oh my gosh. I want to get a little bit of the outside on me. This may be why Disney won't let us see these cartoons. Some of these foreign adversaries with the accents, probably politically incorrect. Okay, well, yes, this is Ambrose, who did not like that other cat being around our house. Okay, well, it's time for my boot heels to be wandering. Let's see, 26. Let's see, right at 26 and a half. Let's see how long it takes to get to the grocery store. Never really timed it. I mean, getting the car out of the garage, I can open the garage from the car, but once I'm out, I can't close the garage, so I have to go back into the garage to close it. Then I have to go back out to the car, get back into it. Big hassle. So just going to the supermarket, I figure I might as well walk. I gotta lose 60, 70 pounds. Get some exercise. It would be quicker if I cut across this field here, but I'll stay on the sidewalk since it's all wet. Let's see, we're already up. It's taken a minute so far. And there's the grocery store. We're at, looks like it's about a 2-minute walk, which is ridiculous. To get a car to just go about a football field away, if even that. And here we are, so about 3 minutes. Yeah, let's put the pain parlor together before we start the radio show. They'll drive these little things, golf carts or gators. I'm not sure what you call them. They're like it's like living in an episode of The Prisoner. They drive those little things around on the island. And up here is where the sump pump pumps the water out. Right here. So if a lot of water's coming down the street, it could kind of counteract it. Haven't heard back from the insurance company, so I'm wondering if that's even worth it. Drew is here waiting at the door for me. And I do have some food for her. She, on her birthday, man, she ate 5 of these little Caesar foods, man. She wouldn't stop. She just kept begging. Oh, this Spider-Man music's very copywritten. I'm gonna get in trouble. Let me turn the stereo off. And where's the Roku remote? And I'll turn the sound down the rest of the way. I have no idea. Oh, over here. It's the music from the Spider-Man cartoon. It's available on YouTube, but it's I'll get some notice that I have copywritten music, and do I want to edit it out or have it where they can delete the music without getting rid of my voice, but the music behind me will be cut out, which they can do, which is a big hassle, because you can't, your video can't be monetized, and it can't be shown in places like Russia and Iran. That's literally what they say. In Cuba, those countries are punished not being able to see that particular episode because of I guess they have stricter copyright laws, and I don't think so. I think they're just punishing those countries because they know that the Grottu Orloff show delivers the finest entertainment. Now, it was about 9:15 when I was in there, and technically this says that it's not supposed to be sold after 9, and usually they'll give it to you free if it's after 9, but I didn't want to push it, be a bastard. But so I just paid for it. I don't want to have the reputation. He's the guy that always comes in right after 9 to get the food for free that didn't sell. It's a breakfast sandwich. And I got this energy drink, so I won't be falling asleep, man. It's Bloom. It apparently has low sugar, which is what I'm trying to do, but I need maximum caffeine. Okay, so this is what I probably shouldn't be eating bread, but I've got to eat, man. Spider-Man was an excellent cartoon. But if they'd actually adapted the storylines from the comic, like the 66 Marvel Superheroes cartoon did, man, you can imagine how great it would have been. these are quite a phenomenon, these tall, skinny cans. The energy drinks aimed at men, like Monster, Liquid Death, fuck you drink, it's fuck you cola, man, it's got energy for you, so you can be maximum strength. Then the women's ones, I don't know, this is something my wife told me, Bloom, it's like a pretty flower. There's one called Alani that's real, Alani, it's called Alani. I think that's what it's called. It's real popular around this part of the country, maybe all over the place. It's also in a tall, skinny can with all pretty little floral prints on it. I get it. But every can has about 2 pounds of caffeine. Like I think those Alani drinks have 4 times the caffeine that a Coca-Cola would have. Probably the same thing with these Bloom drinks. Bloom also makes cola, regular size cola cans with cola, more like, but it has very little sugar compared to a regular cola, and they're really good too. You get Topo Chico, which is carbonated, but it's water, and it can help you kick soft drinks too. A lot of these Spider-Man episodes, he goes to the center of the earth or down in underground caverns underneath New York. I kind of think it's so they don't have to draw buildings. A lot easier just to slap some paint on the background and make it look like rock. Yeah, he's swinging around in some underground world, and there's weird creatures that live down there. If you never read the comic and just watched the cartoon, you'd probably think that it was a lot more of what Spider-Man did was journeying to the center of the earth. Oh my God. I'll feed that to Drew. Dropping all over my shirt. I'm going to try to use Suno to create Spider-Man sounding background music. Lots of organ. The style of music that plays in the background, it's called mod jazz. And if you just put adventure, mod jazz, instrumental, I'm going to try that as soon as I finish this show. Be music from a season of Spider-Man that never aired. Spider-Man's running from a Goonie-looking pterodactyl here. I've got to clear off the pinball machines, that's right. So where that you can't even play the background, this is in the background, not pointing the camera at the screen, but just the sound from it can trigger a copyright problem. And yet they don't go after throwback television that's actually airing the show. Not that I want them to. Currently in February, just saw a trailer. They're going to re-release Star Wars in theaters for the 50th anniversary, the summer of 2000. Well, 2027 will be 50 years since 1977. And they're going to release a digitally restored actual print of what came out, was seen in theaters, not the 1990s special edition where they added in all these weird creatures moving around in front of the camera when Obi-Wan Kenobi's these aren't the droids you're looking for. In the new version, there's all these weird robots and camel-like things walking in front of the scene, and robots whizzing around in the background, completely distracting you from what's actually happening, and Jawa's being thrown off of whatever animal they're riding, and Jabba put in for no reason. Greedo shooting first before Han, so all that stuff, and all the Star Wars won a special effects for John Dykstra's. Golly Moses! Star Wars won an Academy Award for special effects that were done by John Dykstra, and all that John Dykstra footage was cut out and replaced with computer-generated renderings of the ships and all this, just about all the outer space scenes. So you'll be able to see John Dykstra's what him an Academy Award. That's the way it should be. I don't think movies should be. You shouldn't go back and alter movies. I don't believe in it. You shouldn't. The Mona Lisa shouldn't be okay. I think Leonardo da Vinci. I think I should go back and alter that 20 years later. I don't really like the way you can't tell if she's smiling or not, or if she's pissed off. Just leave your stuff alone. They did that with Star Trek too. They did special editions of all the episodes right about that same time. Oh well. So that's coming out in February. It won't play, I'm sure, at the local theater here. I saw a trailer last night for this Masters of the Universe movie that looked phenomenal. It looked like a lot of fun. But I think it's coming out in a week or two. But I looked at the little theater in the town square that I can walk to from here is playing The Sheep Detective the weekend that Masters of the Universe comes out. They seem to choose the wrong movies. Like last summer, they didn't run Superman, and I really wanted to see Superman, so I had to get in the car and go 45 minutes to another town to see Superman, which I loved the first time I saw it. I did love that movie. There's no question I loved the movie when I saw it. But then afterwards, it was like I really loved a meal, and then afterwards someone said, that restaurant where you ate that meal, they don't ever wash their hands. You should see the kitchen, man. There's dead rats everywhere. And then I thought, oh, well, that was a great meal, but now I have a distaste looking back on it. Because James Gunn took Lex Luthor and that version of Green Lantern that was in that, and probably half a dozen characters, Hawk Girl, that were in that movie, and put them into the in little segments in the Peacemaker series, which was complete perversion fest. It was like watching Caligula. And I thought, well, if a kid really loves Superman and wanted to see, Peacemaker is all part of that same pieces of the puzzle of the DC James Gunn universe, and then they're seeing orgies and stuff, and that really soured me on that. And then the Supergirl movie coming out. I mean, if that plays at the local theater, I'll see it. But I'm not real excited about it. Because I just figured it'd all be part of the same thing. It seems like what Hollywood's doing is wanting to bring down Western culture. And I like Western culture. Wuthering Heights, a magnificent novel. The 1939 movie was great. I showed it to my wife. She loved it. Now there's this new Wuthering Heights. She wants to see this remake from just a few months ago. So we see it on HBO or wherever we streamed it from the other night. And they have a scene at the beginning where someone's being hung in the town square, and Kathy, as a little girl, is watching, and is the whole crowd is turned on by watching this guy suffocate. And then the guys, I don't even want to describe what they show. Close-ups of certain things happening to the body of the person as they're dying and strangling to death. And there's like close-ups of how, of things that are happening to his lower part of his body as he's dying. And it's like, that wasn't in the novel. And it's all this perversity and and then political correctness being put in there, but it just seemed evil. Now it's a gothic romance, and if you wanted to get into the perversity, adapt the whole novel. Nobody ever, very few, the 39 movie didn't adapt the whole novel. They stopped halfway through. And this one does the same thing. In fact, this one doesn't even have the ghost element of it, which was important, her coming back as a ghost. And that's all part of, that's what all the gothic stuff, like the first season. Well, there weren't seasons in Dark Shadows. There were no seasons in soap operas. They say seasons, but that just means a year, because soap operas were on every weekday. But the first year, it wasn't until the second year of Dark Shadows that Barnabas Collins as the vampire showed up, and then the series took off. But the first season, it was just ghost kind of stuff happening, and this gothic atmosphere. And that's the way Wuthering Heights was, He says, you say I killed you, and then haunt me then. And it's all that, in that, the Kate Bush song, Wuthering Heights, where she's saying, oh man, what a great song that is. All that's left out. But, if this woman that made the Wuthering Heights remake, if she really wanted to get into perversity, she should have gone further on with the novel where he digs up the body of his lifelong love. But she couldn't do that because she already made a movie called Saltburn that had something kind of like that. That's another perverse movie. Everything coming out of... And then last night, I didn't make it to the whole movie because I fell asleep, but there's this movie called The Bride. It's the new Bride of Frankenstein movie, and it starts with Mary Shelley basically in hell, and telling you that there's more she wanted to tell in the original novel, but she couldn't even think of that stuff back in the early 1800s, and she's just depicted in a horrible way, and then just the movie is just awful. And then you've seen trailers for it where when she comes back to life, she coughs up some black blood or something that splatters on her cheek. And I'm saying, and then she says, I don't want that wiped off. And so throughout the movie, she's got these black splatters. And then I did wake up at the end. No spoiler alert. At the end, they try to make it like that first Joker movie where the Joker inspires whole crowds and a whole army of people to be like the Joker and put on the makeup, and all these women are emancipated by the Bride of Frankenstein are painting the black lines on their face for when she coughed up that black bile or blood on the slab. Frankenstein's monster is in it, played by Christian Bale. It's just it's a terrible, atrocious movie, and it's just like, okay, let's knock Mary Shelley down and make her seem like this creep, and let's do it to Wuthering Heights. What other? I guess the Odyssey is next up in line. Although, I don't know if Christopher Nolan's gonna, I don't know what he's gonna do. It seems like, who knows what. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Well, I just got the mail in, and there's a letter for the lady that used to live here she hasn't been here in over 4 years. And I'm wondering how much mail comes for me at my old address in Texas where I was at for 45 years. Sometimes I wonder about that. Hold on. Well, next Saturday could make for some interesting viewing here on the Grottu Orloff Inspirational Network, because not only are there garage sales all across town, all across the county actually, where some good stuff will show up. I could take you along on that. And then I think next Saturday is the Monster Bash in Pittsburgh, a big monster convention of classic monsters. And two friends of the show are going to be there. And if they want to, that, you know, if I did a live stream, they could come on and stream live from there. Now, whether they want to or not, I think Jeff has an old phone, he says, so it might not. But we'll see. That could be interesting. If not, we'll at least see some pictures from it at a later time. Okay, so I fed Drew, didn't I? You saw me feed her rather, right? Where'd the food go? Let's build the pain parlor real quick. I had the whole thing of food. Where did I set that down? How strange. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, it looks like I did feed her. She must have gone upstairs. Okay, 10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock. Gotta watch the time. The pain parlor, which has the slab, which is actually, I could put Frankenstein on the slab. Yeah. Let's plug you guys in again. All right. And this is painted in, not painted, but this is molded in gray, which is actually a good color for the lab equipment. That's probably about the color I would make the machinery. And then the skeleton, that's the back of the skeleton, and then you just have the front ribs and the front of the skull to put on. This must be the base. The legs for the I may have to look at the directions for this. This is a slightly, but not much more complicated kit than those two figures we just did. Okay, that might be a test tube. I don't know what that is. Okay. And again, you get the little instruction book, which tries to make the kits seem okay. No, it's all right. The victim they just want to be friends with the victim. They just want to play little games with her. Okay, first of all, put together the skeleton, they say. That's easy enough. Skeleton's molded in white, which is great. Where's my reading glasses? I hate this, man. So I don't recommend the Bride or the modern Wuthering Heights that just came out. And there's been other versions of Wuthering Heights over the years. I don't know about them. I just know that the 1939 movie, when I saw that, I just thought that was wonderful. Okay, so this is the back of the skeleton. The skull presses in. Oh, wow. Pretty easy. Okay, that's all the pieces off of that sprue, I think it's called. Oh, I've got to get my glasses. Here they are. Okay, let's see, how would this go? Oh, on the front. Okay. Where do you plug this in, man? Let's see if I can. Oh. There we go. No. Damn. This is actually hard. I didn't think it would be. To get the ribs on. Oh, I see. They curve around like that. Okay. I I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, maybe like that? Oh. Man, where would that go in? Oh, maybe. Oh, boy. This is crazy. Oh, I think I figured it out. Finally. I got some of the bones on. Okay. So if that went in that way, then wait. Oh, these are. I think these are supposed to come off. Possibly, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Sunday mornings at 6:30 on the Throwback Television Network.
Now, one of the most wonderful, the Saturday Superstar movie theme is one of those things like the theme to Love American Style that instantly takes you back to the early 70s. Yeah.
Hey, it's Yogi Bear.
If I only had me spinach. Meet three sisters. Now meet their brother.
Oh, cool.
Greg's the leader and a good man for the job. There's another boy by the name of
This was never part of the Saturday Superstar movie. This is a retrofit into it. I love the sound of the Brady. I love his voice. I love Marsha's voice. They really were good singers, man. As I criticize Taylor Swift, but but this music makes me happy. The music of today is just garbage to me. Well, I think this needs to be glued together like so, but without gluing, it's, you know, right now it's snapped together. And these tabs have to come off.
The police arrested an airplane. No, a sparrow got drafted into the army.
What he means is Marlin got caught by the bird catcher again.
Okay, we've got a completed skeleton. Now, the lab table.
Greetings. I am getting in shape for a race with sugar.
Oh, there's 3 base pieces.
The first one to run across the jungle, inflate a balloon, and retrieve it and pop it is the winner.
Get ready to roar with Linus the Lionhearted as he takes his pals on wild and wacky adventures. Jump in for classic fun and timeless fun. It's always an adventure with Linus the Lionhearted. Tune back Saturday mornings at 8 on the Throwback Television Network.
Here's the thing. Here it grows, Here's new velvet.
Oh my gosh, how does this go?
Like your cousin, beautiful Chrissy. You can make velvet's hair short or make it grow. Here it grows, here it goes to here to there. It grows. Beautiful Chrissy and new velvet.
This has to be the centerpiece. There we go. I did it.
We're in front here, Bear. Yes, man. Gee, thanks, friend Bear. What about you, friend?
Okay, so the base is going to be about this big. That's the base of the dungeon floor. And these don't really, they just kind of fit together. They don't, there's no actual attachment. It's kind of like that, the base is the floor of that cave, like a puzzle. And apparently there's not a back to this, I guess. It just fits in How does it fit in?
Marks is yours to command. With these battery-operated controls, you can make Garlu go, stop, and...
Oh, it has a base. I saw that.
Yes, great Garlu almost
It's
will be your faithful servant. You name it, you're the boss. Bring out of this world excitement into your house, kids. Own the most fantastic toy of all. Great Garlu by Marks. M-A-R-X spells Marks, world's largest toy maker.
Oh, okay, this base is what makes it stand up, I guess. So it has this that allows it to stand up, I guess. But I would glue it to the base, obviously. Let's see. The table has to be built. That's the only other thing.
Sure, Marlon, sure. We'll pay for the hamburgers. We promise. Well, seeing how it's you, Brady.
Okay, this is the handle. It goes here.
What a nice bunch like yous get mixed up with a crazy bird like this anyways.
It was an accident, I assure you.
It sure was. He'd never believe the real story. It was just about the same time last year. And the county fair was in town.
Oh boy.
Boy, this is a great county fair. What do we do now?
I might have to be sanded down to actually fit in the hole. But that's the handle. See there?
There's Babs and Fleetwood.
And then there's
I was looking all over for you. I knew you'd be here. I got
17.
in case you showed up. I mean, I really
This
seeing you.
Hi, Babs.
this piece
I really dig this fair.
How can you dig without a shovel?
goes.
In the balloon race?
You mean a bad drag? Oh, yeah, man. That's why I got the ship clip.
Have you entered too, Greg? You're always so brave and fearless. You
Goes here? No, it can't.
Oh, it's Mr. Wonderful. No, it isn't. It's Chuck White.
What I'm gonna say in person.
Don't tell me you're entered in the race.
A mere formality. I'm a cinch to win coffee.
Is he why they call it a hot air?
Oh, it's to hang the skeleton. I see. That's fantastic. But how do you hang the skeleton?
What a waste of time. The race is already over. Crazy, man. It feels like we never left the ground.
What? I have to look at a photograph of this thing built.
Astronauts feel. Isn't this exciting? Being up here in the clouds.
Oh, no, it's up here. What?
This'll let them down nice
Here?
and easy.
Okay.
I never meant for that to happen.
Okay, big buddy. Raise your hands.
This makes no sense. How would you hang the skeleton? Would have to be hung from.
What was that? If it wasn't a meteor, then we're flying backwards.
It's out of air. Get set for a crash landing.
Oh, like that. Okay. It goes like that, and then you have to hang the skeleton, I guess, with a thread, which does not come with it. I guess around its neck, maybe. Okay. Shit. This is how pieces get lost, you know, when these are childhood kits.
A lagoon.
It looks like a pelican to me. I could never figure out why pelicans have such large beaks.
That's where they store their food. If he pulls out a table, I'm leaving.
Okay, so this goes underneath,
We'll find a way. But until we do,
like
we
so.
can't panic.
Now we build a raft like they do in the books. That's easier said
Well,
than done.
It's easier said than done. She's right.
Can't be fixed.
Here come Jan and Peter.
There we go.
We've discovered a cave.
Yeah, a real groovy
Got to really
cave.
press down. Okay, now it's.
We really should be checking
Now
on
you got a Frankenstein slab.
Come on, let's look.
Well, what's so groovy about this? Wait till you see the big cavern.
Wow.
It looks just like a big pipe organ.
Okay. Then this, where does this go? Oh. On this, is that right?
Magic words that time. Now I gotta come up with a way to make this thing stop playing. Let's see.
That's not fitting too well.
What was that?
I think it was an E flat.
Really?
There's a voice in my head. Hello down there. Hello.
There has to be something else there.
You.
Hmm.
Folks, it can open. Whatever that means. Hi, we're the Brady kids.
Where do these things go?
Wanna watch a cracker?
We were listening.
10.
You know you can talk better than that.
Shucks. I think it's
12. Yeah, the legs are probably going to have to be
the island. You call this flying?
glued on.
Fighting the word who's always in a tailspin.
Gee, you don't land too well either. Well, if you can do magic, why don't you just use magic to get off the island?
Yeah, maybe you could use magic to get us all off the island.
I've been trying magic to get off this island for years. So far, all I've been able to do is get the organ to play. And bad music at that. Maybe if I try a different voice. Abracadabra. And vodo. It's 1, 2, 3, and away I go.
Man.
Well, at least you accomplished something.
Look, magic won't help. Let's go see about fixing that balloon. How does it look?
I think we can patch it up.
Not soon enough to suit me.
What was that?
Yeah, we got the foot part.
Marlon, will you cut it out? It's not me.
And then the headrest
Phone troubles. Let's get back to
goes
the
up
cave.
here.
Talk about sudden summer storms. Look! There goes our balloon.
Which way?
Well, it looks like we built a raft or stay
Okay.
here forever.
So we got this so far. Oh, this holds these together. All right, I'm not showing you.
Six times the power, the Super Six. Tune back Sunday mornings at 7 on the Throwback Television Network.
Oh, okay. Now we have the. It doesn't stick very well. No, we kind of have it put together here. Oh, wait, it will stick together because it has to go into these slots. But, or no, how does that work? Oh, like so? Wait. Oh my gosh, how do we do this? Goes like this. Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
savings.
They only are fine. They always worry now not to death. In the Daddy Cathy's Big Bag Motel.
You'll find Chatty Cathy and her costume sets wherever toys are sold.
You can tell it's the darkest cloud.
Oh, this is not good. Okay, so you got that there. And then this piece goes here. And then this goes there. Let me put this in place.
Where's Laptop? I don't know about
And then
There's a monster in the movie bottle.
Phew, this is hard work.
I'm really
shouldn't there be some straps that go over
myself.
the monster?
What good is one egg for 6 people, a dog, and a bird?
I don't see any straps.
What did I tell you? Some egg.
But how do we crack it?
Maybe not. I have to look at a picture of this kit built up. The paintings on the box that all represent. Yeah, that is the problem.
He's harmless.
What is that?
A 2,500-pound canary.
Maybe those were his footprints we've been seeing.
So, this is
For years. Watch.
Where's your toys? And I get them. If I was you, I'd go on the land.
See what I mean? It was only 150 pounds when we started out.
Maybe we can scare him into leaving the egg.
It's worth a try.
There's that thing again.
okay. See, that's what we got.
I think nature's gone crazy.
Did someone
So, you put Frankenstein here, the victim. The skeleton could hang here, or you could put anybody you want in the hanging cage, which I don't have yet, but I will soon. Hold on. Maybe there's a place I can set up all these monster scene kits to see what they look like, where a cat won't get to them. Let me see here. Let me think about this.
Look! Something weird is coming.
What's on this CD? Oh man, why is that even there? Okay. This is just temporary. Let's get Vampirella there. Frankenstein. This is going to be crowded because, yeah, let's get this Vampirella over here. And put Frankenstein over here. machinery there. And then Dr. Deadly. Yikes. Dr. Deadly's head won't stay. And let's prop him up there. Everything's going to have to be glued. Clearly, this people don't stand properly. Yeah, nothing stands without glue. Anyway, where did I put that cardboard back? There it is. Okay, come on, man. I'll use this. Prop him up. This actually is supposed to fold around. I think what the stairs should lead to Dr. Deadly. He should be in front of the stairs. And then the gruesome goodies kit will be over here on the left side. This original diorama was meant to showcase the first 4 kits. So you've got Frankenstein, you've got Dr. Deadly here, you got Vampirella, but here would be the hanging cage, and the victim could be in the hanging cage. But that with some blood, a lot of blood splattered around. The rib cage has got to be sealed there. This will be something I've always wanted. Is the diorama. You can find a diorama like that. They're out there. They're like probably $500-600 to get one of those built up. Store display from the Aurora factory in Hempstead, New York. There's the little kitten.
I think they're trying to tell us something.
Well, it's almost 11, and that's when, the panda bears from the Brady Kids cartoon. That's the panda bears were, you kind of have to know a little bit about history. Nixon went to China around, 71? And he was given panda bears as a present, I think, to take back to a U.S. zoo. And panda bears became a fad, or at least something that people were aware of in the United States because of that. And that's why you got panda bears in a weird Brady Bunch cartoon with a wizard parrot floating around. And it's really a nice cartoon. I mean, the music's great, all that stuff. So great. Well, now all I need is the gruesome goodies kit, and then the next wave. You just keep adding to your diorama, but I said I'd clean off these pinball machines before I went down to the radio show. Yeah, I really got to do that. That's all right. That'll be it won't be fun for me. It'll be fun for you because you'll get to see some I guess, cool things. So let's get started, shall we? Here's a box my wife got some cosmetics delivered in, and it's a nice box that I can put stuff in. And same thing here. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, this is a postcard that Jeff sent me of Hedy Lamarr. On the back it says, "Dear Sir, for your delegation and inspiration, I offer the incomparable Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler." Some of us don't have a representation of the lady herself in three glorious dimensions. And sent 21st of May, 2026 from Glendale, Arizona. So that's cool, the homemade postcard. And he put together stuff I've gotten from him. Like he sent me this Christmas card. That's the one of the kits that's coming in the second wave. That's the girl victim. Happy 61st, oh, it's a birthday. Happy 61st birthday, Grottu. Best wishes for many more to come. Can you tell I've had a monster scenes obsession lately? Well, and he would enjoy my radio show because I've done so many shows about Dr. Deadly and the victim, so many songs rather on there that it's incredible. So, here's a card about what we should. Is this anti-Ron DeSantis? Yeah, it's an anti-Ron DeSantis card. Will that fit in the box? No. Let's see what we got here. Here's a card for a store that sold Mexican groceries that opened for about a month in this town square. Here's the certificate of authenticity for my Jesus clock that speaks with the voice of Darth Vader. Here's the ticket to the John Wayne Birthplace Museum. I'll put all this little miscellaneous stuff into this. I'm going to save the stuff I get from Jeff in a special place like I do for the stuff that comes from John Goris. Okay, where's that box? Okay. There's an envelope for the Trump National Committee. This was on the front cover of TV Guide showing the Hulk. From that movie that I didn't like this movie, but how do I gotta get light? I don't think anybody liked this movie, but that looks cool, him in San Francisco. There's a letter from Donald Trump, just to me. See that? Facts about armed robberies, little brochure. This is a brochure from my high school graduation. All those years ago. For a photography class at Arlington High School, I took pictures around Arlington. This was the old Vandergrift building that used to be a car dealership, and they had old cars stored in there. This was at my high school. They had a thing of Conan and Red Sonja. You could stick your heads through at some carnival. There's some hick and his girlfriend sticking their head through. Forgot I even had that. subscription card to Maxim magazine. Little mailers about how you should vote for Trump. Bookmarks promoting Lord of the Rings. This is the real Mary Shelley, not that horrible stuff from that movie. Don't watch that movie, The Bride. What the hell is that? What is all this? Stuff from college. Oh, it's like college transcripts and stuff. Yeah, this is kind of important. Okay. Is that even? These don't even fit in there. Why am I throwing them in there?
Is that Charlie's house? Is that Charlie's car complete with comics?
Blank comic book. Draw your own comics. I think this is at the dollar store. I need to play around with that. This friend of mine has thousands, literally thousands of matchbooks. And he knows that I also collect all kinds of weird things. So when he finds matchbooks that would be interesting to me, he brings them and drops them, hangs them from my doorknob. He's also brought me some Golden Age comics and done the same thing. He knows the stuff I'm interested in. He's like the local town historian. So some of these matchbooks I can't really show you. They're for... Okay. Okay, so we need to get these Monster Scene kit boxes somewhere safe and off the pinball machines. And this one goes with the, that's the Dr. Deadly instruction sheets. Okay. And his base should be in here too. Yeah, the base is what would make him stand, but he doesn't snap into the base. He has to be glued onto that base. Let me find a good place for these.
I think you goofed, Einstein. Let's just wait and see, Chuck. Wait and see.
The abominable snowman! He's coming this way!
I know. That's why I wanted to cure Father Nature's hiccups, so the snow would disappear off the mountain.
Yeah, I'll show you where I put those boxes. I guess I'll put them all together to look like they're on sale in the store here. Remember the sound? I should just do a 5-minute video just of the sound as like an ASMR for people that remember. Okay, so got Frankenstein here, Dr. Deadly, the Pain Parlor. Oh, I was in the process of moving things around in here. I never finished. Oh, this also fell. Hold on a second.
Personally, this whole plan leaves me cold.
Don't encourage him, Cindy. We're in enough trouble without Chuck's attempts at humor.
Sure you know what you're doing? Maybe if I try a little magic. Thanks, Marlon. You're liable to turn him into
Need a thumbtack.
Mr. Snowman. We need to get this capsule out of the sand so we can get off this island. And when we leave, we'll see to it that you have snow again. What did he change his name to?
I hope we didn't get any more damage coming down that mountain. I wonder what they're trying to tell us. Maybe they're trying to show us they're movie stars.
They're trying to tell us that everything looks rosy.
All aboard who's gone aboard. Isn't Mother Nature coming with us? She's always with us. Mother Nature? Coming on?
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay.
Or a group of whales are cutting a record.
I think it's a huge ping pong ball, sir.
Sure, Johnson. And what's that strange noise?
It sounds like two pandas speaking Chinese, sir.
These are, this is what they used to send I don't know what to call them. I better go see what she needs. Hold on a second. Another one of those Bloom drinks. Found another one in the fridge. a second. I guess I could use this box to put stuff in. This is these are backing boards for comics from stores that are probably, obviously long gone from the 90s. There's a back when sports cards were big. And which one? And I was showing you this. This is, they would send your comic book with this is the backing board in shrink wrap if you subscribe to Marvel Comics. And this one went to La Bomb in Yuba City, California. So I don't know. People collect that stuff. I guess I do now because I'm saving it. This is important stuff. Oh, man, I got a lot of important stuff. They're flyers for a Cheater Slick show from 1992, but I can't really show you the flyer. This is probably from 4th grade. You can't drink it slow if it's quick. The instruction manual to an Ultraman Super Nintendo game. That's important. Here's an autograph of Lisa Loring, Wednesday, the real Wednesday. Here's the girls from when dinosaurs ruled the earth. That should be in a frame. Okay. This was a gift from Jambo Comics, who I haven't talked to in a long time. I need to do that. Picture of a haunted house. This was a Joe Riley illustration of Alfred E. Newman. And this was a big thing during COVID, this Three Jokers series. Yeah. I got that Three Jokers thing because I heard it was good. I'm not sure how crazy I am about Batman comics with all that male nudity. floats their boat. Not uncommon collectors. What is this? I think, oh, this was a present from Captain Strangeliffe, I believe. It's yeah. It's a modern depiction of the Batman family. It's well drawn. I'm not sure who the artist is, but Batman 80 years, so that would tell you when it was from. I'm just trying to clear these spinball machines, that's all. Ad for one of Jack Ruby's nightclubs, the Colony Club with Candy Bar. We've almost got the Kiss. Let's get the Kiss pinball machine uncovered. Can you imagine if they had been called Piss? It looks like a review of Batman when it came out from the Arizona Republic. I think Kevin sent me this because I've never lived in Arizona. Okay, here's the front of the model kit box for the Centurion tank. My oldest brother's treatment record from 1970 when the Monster Scene kits were on the stands. This is a record. Don't screw up your eyes. It's a band called Gruesome, and on the other side, Crikey Crew from Osaka, Japan. Japanese bands. This might be my wife's, I don't know. I have no recollection of that whatsoever. It's a Cleopatra, I guess a mummy monster high doll that was never taken off the card. Get this off the pinball machine. My dad's hat from the army. Stay off my stuff, little cat. How dare you, you little guy, you bad plain varmint.
Call Consolidated Credit today. That's 855-662-6487.
Stay out of my stuff. Small cat, you can't go in every box. What is this anyway? Childhood artwork, not by me, but my oldest brother. One of my oldest brothers. It's a Batman mask. Stay off my stuff, God darn it. Come on, cat. It's hard to clear out pinball machines if you got little varmints running around. Will newspapers fit in? Yes, perfectly. Excellent, excellent. What is all this? Oh, shit. Oh, crap. I I knocked my blue drink over. Gotta get some paper towels. Gosh darn it. All right. Oh man, God, this is important stuff. Just a picture of my grandfather. Let's see on the other side here. Cubs frantically seek reinforcements. The skidding Bruins in the National League are frantically seeking to bolster up their skidding club, which has just relinquished its hold on first place, which they have held so long. They have just purchased Phil Weinert, shown above, the former Phillies southpaw pitcher from the Mission Club of the Pacific Coast League. Weinert has been on the voluntary retired list for 2 years due to salary differences with his club. This year, though, he has played and has, in his 17 wins and 12 defeats, caused his sale. Your credit line must read Acme. Acme Newspapers, 461 8th Avenue, New York City. December 6th, 28? Could that really be from 1928? Well, I found this picture from eBay. My grandfather played for the Phillies, the Cubs, the Yankees, and anyway, this is a... Get off my stuff, cat. So this is important to me. This... Oh, man, no! Get off things, man. You gotta get off that.
TJ died. What's wrong? He just scared. I mean, he didn't pray. Let's get the poor guy back to Fireball. This place giving me the creeps.
Am I in pause? No, I'm not in pause. These are just newspaper articles. What is this? Comic collector shop? It's addressed to a friend of mine. Oh, these are Yellow Dog newspapers that were sent to my friend when he lived in Oklahoma. I need to maybe pull those out and look at them with you guys. They've been sitting on top of this pinball machine. Anything, when you keep it long enough, becomes kind of cool. Like an advertising flyer. Why is that upside down? Oh, because I'm holding it upside down. That's funny how that works. See, it's just, I think it's neat. So, I've always wanted to make a t-shirt of this. Here's some things suitable for framing. That's Donna Lauren, the Dr. Pepper girl, and different Christmas things. That would be a good family photo to. In fact, why aren't these framed? Next time I go to Walmart, I'll get some frames for these things. That should go there. Do they fit? No, they don't fit in that box. Do they fit in this box? No, they don't fit in that either. Damn it. Those there then. Simpsons is airing its 300th episode here. That's a while back. What year is this from? It's old. Simpsons has been around a long time. Where is the year on this? Somebody's got to have a copyright somewhere on their head. When Touched by an Angel was still on TV, if that. Yeah, I don't know, old. It's got to be from like the 1940s, right? What is this receipt being saved for? It's a receipt for the restaurant that's on my shirt that no longer exists, which I guess I should keep as a souvenir. Oh, here's some Gotham City stickers that I need to stick on something. And these are meant to be on the front of CDs, just mixed CDs. Okay. So that's what will happen with those. Now this is oh, this is from April from Jeff. So the Monster Bash. Oh, it's June 12th through 14th. It's not next weekend. So these are pictures from Vietnam with my father's. So those were supposed to be in a box. They obviously fell out. So where was I putting Jeff's stuff? Over here, I think. What is this stuff? Oh. This is Little Orphan Annie from 1944. Jeff's stuff was. And this says on the back of it, "Hi Grottu, guess where I'm going April 20th. Guess where I'm going. Really, I'm not going to gloat much. Seriously though, if it weren't for you and Kevin, I probably would have never had heard of Monster Bash. So thanks for helping me to discover my inner monster kid. Best, Jeff. P.S. I'm listening to the Grottu Orloff radio show while writing." Well, at least somebody does. And this other card he made, on the back it says, "Dr. Deadly says get all the Monster Scenes kits before they get you. Rated X for excitement." From Jeff G. April 2026, Glendale, Arizona. So that's the ad that they used to run on the back of the DC comics. See how they have Vampirella posed in front of the hanging cage, and the Gruesome Goodies kit is going to have the hanging cage and this table with the rabbit and the test tubes, and then the pendulum is a separate kit. Yeah. Okay, let me get these with the other stuff with Jeff's. Where did I put it? Oh man.
My system is full. All is not lost. They will collide with Piranha, the planet of fire. They are doomed.
This is a postcard I got from John Goris. You know, I really don't care for most covers, but have been recently digging Megadeth's No More Mr. Nice Guy. A good cover's got to be different enough than the original anyhow. Thoughts? Okay, that's cool. And then these are all hand-drawn. Hey, Kenneth, dig my little criminal study. Myers sent me extra stamps on our little project and wanted me to send some to others. Meanwhile, I've been running myself absolutely ragged with my new Conan animation, so take care. Okay. And I have these little random drawings that he's done. And this was my birthday, Batman. But anyway, so, okay. Okay. So let's put this over here and I'll find other Jeff stuff. Kevin sent me this wallet. He just sent it to me free. And then my wife bought me another wallet and I don't want to use them because I think they're too cool. I don't want them to get damaged. So I've got a wallet where everything's about to fall out of it. And what is this stuff? Just blank paper. These are little magazines they give you in music class or band class in the mid-70s. This one's from kind of open like this. Notes about harmony. They're all from about 1975, 76. Oh, here's the stuff. The other stuff from Jeff. We'll put that back over here with this. This is a cool ad that could be framed for a tiki bar. And it's the front cover of my magazine, The Sophisticate, an extra cover. This is issue 15 from March 1992. Stuff that accumulates on top of a pinball machine. need to hold this out. John Goris was wanting me to send him a copy of one of the, this was a coloring contest in 1933 when King Kong came out. Kitties, here's a, anyway, he wanted me to make a copy for him so he could color it. And Kitties, here's a contest, and I've got to send him copies of all his YouTube shows also. Here's a contest that is just made to order for you. Just clip out the drawing above, which shows King Kong fighting with a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just one of the many thrilling scenes from King Kong, which comes to the Sigma for an entire week starting Sunday, April 30th. I guess this would run in the newspaper, and you color it, win a contest. Yeah, that's something There's the first photo of Michelle Pfeiffer is what she's gonna look like as Catwoman from one of those rags they sell at the newspaper checkout counter. These are those little fanzines that would come out in the 80s and 90s from Dallas, Fort Worth. Oh. I gotta get out of the box, you communist. There you go. The cave bear that I found from my childhood. I didn't paint it in my childhood, but I painted it maybe some point over the years when I found it. This shows how the Aurora kits kind of snap together. Get out of the frickin' box! Ow. What is it with cats and boxes? Oh shit, I was supposed to have Drew down here the whole time. Shit. Drew, you gotta stay with me. Anyway, the cave bear kit looks like this, the prehistoric cave bear. That was my one job, is I was supposed to keep Drew from being upstairs, and I completely forgot about that. Hopefully she hasn't been barking up there. Every video, Watchdog magazine, I'll just put this in the library. Where'd you go, Drew? There you are. He's looking at me like, what are you talking about? I'm right here. This is a brochure that I've had since 1972 for the Weatherby Arms Museum in Houston. All right, so I picked this up like at a Holiday Inn, wherever we were staying, and it has the Armor Hall and all the armor, but then it has a torture chamber thing. Look at the spikes going into his eyes, and they're chopping off this guy's head. So I saved this all those years because it was gruesome. Oh, here's the base to Dr. Deadly. I was going to completely forget about that. I better go put that with the kit.
I've done it. I've done it. Hypnosis. We're out of hypnosis.
He died with his master, thanks to you, Steve. And that means the tanker pilot will be okay too.
We better leave at once before we all freeze.
Okay, what's on this DVD-R? Christmas music. And this one says for car.
All the tanker crew would be moments of heaven.
They're out of the hypnosis, Steve. They'll be fine in an hour or two.
Well, that's great. Well, I guess that calls for a celebration.
I don't know what this band is like. This looks like a sticker promoting a band that I don't know about. Where did Drew go? Oh, Drew's in her childhood cage. This goes with one of those little Orphan Annie kits or something. It's some World War II thing. It's a clicker. I gotta put that over there with my World War II stuff. I think I've got the Kiss machine cleared, almost. This is one of those little thumb drives. This has that was it called Chirpy, the movie that John Gores did that cannot be shown in any way to anyone. It's so horrifyingly offensive that it cannot be. I think it was on Internet Archive, though. Well, how about that? The Kiss pinball machine is cleared. This box is filled with comics and magazines that have to be filed. Yeah, all day on Saturday it's science fiction and horror from this point on Throwback Television. Where were those books I just saw? stuff goes back on the kiss machine. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is stuff you've seen before, but I'm just trying to manage where it goes. This is a actual real set of instructions for the creature kit from the Glow period. This from about 71. You can tell by the Aurora logo. And you saw the reproductions in that book. And these are from my childhood kits. And this is my Wolfman one. Oh, you got into the box again, you son of a mother. You're a relentless juggernaut. You will not stop, will you? Unless I put something on top of this box, possibly. Here's a flyer advertising Link Ray and Davy Allen and the Arrows coming out on CD. Link Ray's on the other side. That's why I got confused.
U.S. Med, better service, better care. Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you.
Here's my only slabbed comic book, which I will break out at some point. And this is just a book. When I got it, it was in not a graded thing. It was just in this plastic. Drew, you got to stay with me, man. You can't go back upstairs till 5. Let me get you on the leash. These are CDs sent to me by Charlton 66. Let me put those over there. I think this is safe over here.
The planet Earth, the city Tokyo. Like all cities on the face of this planet, Tokyo is losing the battle against man's deadliest enemies, waste and pollution. Despite the efforts of local and world government, the air, the sea, and the land may soon lose their ability to support life of any kind. Who will help? Inspector Man. Under orders from Dr. Gory, Igorians from outer space have invaded this mining town to steal its precious stocks of radioactive cobalt-40 for use in the dreaded cobalt bomb, which Gory plans to use to destroy
The sun is. Well, the sun's coming out outside. Hold on a second. This will look better than they did. The only real solution is to get a Christmas. Where did Drew go? There you are. I gotta get a new Christmas tree, one that's green, artificial, that I can put the ornaments on. The cats can't pull apart like the 50s aluminum Christmas tree. And then I have a place for all these ornaments. So I don't like putting them in a box and taking them out. I'd just rather keep them on a tree. And I like Christmas to keep going all year long. Keep the Christmas spirit. Where's my drink? Okay. Well, we have to start the radio show, and I think I may do that in a separate episode. Okay, if I was a Bloom energy drink, where would I be? Here it is.
George, come out here. Spectre Man's really acting crazy. Come have a look.
What a great picture this is to have in a frame. And these University of Texas at Austin track girls, look at the hair, man. It's amazing. We need to bring back those days, man.
There you will be able to rest.
I don't ever play the lottery, but my wife thinks, you know, she asked me to play the lottery the other day. And then I was supposed to check this ticket last night and I didn't. So if Drew doesn't want to go for a walk, I'm going to go up there and check this. See if I've won millions of dollars. Drew, do you want to go for a walk? Where's the leash? See, she looks interested and then I can't find the leash.
Pollution research, pollution control.
Well, the skies are clear. It's a beautiful day in LA. Oh, just a second. Well, I've got to go. I'll be back in a little bit and we'll do the radio show. But for right now, hold on. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places, so don't take any wooden nickels.